Imagine this. What if I told you that you don't need a six-figure salary, a successful business, or even a financial advisor to build wealth in America? What if the only thing standing between you and financial freedom is just $1 a day? It sounds ridiculous at first, right? But here's the truth. Some of the wealthiest people didn't start with big money. They started small, really small. In fact, many millionaires built their wealth using a habit so simple that most people completely ignore it, and that habit is investing just $1 a day. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. $1 won't change anything. And that right there is the mistake most people make because wealth is not built through big one-time actions. It's built through small actions repeated consistently over time. Imagine two people, Jake and Mike. They both earn about the same income and live similar lives. But there's one small difference. Jake decides to invest just $1 every single day. Nothing complicated, no big risks, just pure consistency. While Mike keeps waiting for the perfect time, waiting until he has more money, waiting until he feels ready. Now fast forward 10 years. Jake didn't just invest money, he built a habit. That $1 slowly turned into $5 a day, then 10, and eventually even more. While Mike is still waiting, still thinking, still stuck in the same place. And here's the crazy part. Jake didn't need to be smarter. He didn't need a higher income. And he didn't need luck. He just needed consistency. Because when you invest even a small amount regularly, something powerful begins to happen. Something called compound growth, where your money starts earning money, and then that money starts earning even more money. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's tiny and almost unnoticeable, but as it keeps rolling, it grows faster, bigger, and stronger over time. Now let's make this real. If you invest just $1 a day, that's about $30 a month, which doesn't sound impressive. But if you slowly increase it to $5 a day, that becomes $150 a month. And if you invest that consistently in something like a simple index fund over 10, 15, or 20 years, that small habit can turn into thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. And here's the part most people don't realize. Almost everyone can afford $1 a day, but they still don't do it. Why? Because they underestimate the power of small beginnings. They believe wealth comes from big moves, big salaries, big investments, and big risks. But the truth is, wealth comes from small, boring, consistent actions. Let me ask you something. How many times have you spent $1 without even thinking about it? On coffee, snacks, subscriptions, or random online purchases. Now imagine if instead of spending that dollar, you invested it every single day. That's the difference between staying broke and slowly building wealth. And the best part about this habit is that it's not just about the money, it's about who you become in the process. When you start investing daily, even just $1, you begin to see yourself differently. You're no longer just a spender, you become an investor, and once that identity shifts, everything changes. You start saving more, you become more aware of your money, and you start making smarter financial decisions, and over time, that $1 habit turns into a completely different lifestyle. Now here's where most people go wrong. They try to do too much, too fast. They say they'll invest $500 this month, but they can't stay consistent. Instead, the smarter move is to start small, so small that it almost feels pointless. Because success isn't about intensity, it's about consistency. Even if you start with just $1, you're already ahead of most people, because the truth is most people never start at all. So here's your challenge. Starting today, invest just $1, not tomorrow, not next week, but today, and then do it again tomorrow, and the next day. Don't focus on results right now. Focus on building the habit, because one day you'll look back and realize that this tiny decision completely changed your financial future. And remember, you don't need more money to start. You just need to start because the difference between being broke and becoming wealthy is often just $1 and one simple decision.